Alright people, my name is Navneet Raj and you're watching Navwords. In this video we're gonna review this really amazing book which is Deep Work by Newport. I've been reading this book from like past 2 days and trust me, this book is insane. I need to tell you something. The people who are young yet, I highly recommend them that they will need to read this book. And I personally found if your age is like more than 35, 40 or 45, you're standing in between on these age, and until you have this habit of like strong desire of improving your life, don't just read this book, because whatever the principles which is giving out there in this specific book was not going to be very much applicable for you. Now I'm like trying to be so much crusade or like so much negative out there in this video, but let me just explain you this thing. This book is actually about cultivating a nature of being deep, because this book talks about the craftsmanship which really developed from the person who knows how to do deep work. It really explains us some of really great concepts, that how social media and email, to which you think that don't play a very big role in this like world, it's actually like ruining your life, and how your mind works, how you're concentrated disappears, how this is being so much distracted to you that you are not able to produce something really good because of these distractions like social media and email. This book talks about why deep work is very important, how people has utilized deep work in the past to create some great things, and this book talk about how you can cultivate a deep work nature with a step-by-step guidance. Like I personally think that this is the missing link. If you want to do something big and make great crafts out of something, then I personally believe and highly recommend you that you need to read this book, because this book is like really insane. This book like make you aware with that specific link which is missing out there for people who is attaining success. Because like let me tell you my story, that how this book's helped me. You know what, I've been reading books from past 2 to 3 years in the category of self-improvement by amassing by having a thinking that I will amass so much knowledge and everything. But you know what, I've been like in those 2 or 3 years I haven't really produced so much productivity as if I need to produce out. So when I just ask myself, because I have been messed up for keep thinking about this thing, that what is that one link which is being missing? Like, am I reading book in a proper way? I've tried note card methods, I've tried like reading out books, I've tried to like convert books into audio books, listen back to it, repeat books for whole many times. Because let me tell you one more thing, there is one really great formula out there in this book which specifies that the results of great things produced is by the time which you have spent on that thing, which is continuous multiplied by the intensity of your focus. And I personally think that this formula is a very important formula, and if you really understand these things, then you will also be a very high class performer, as well as you can create some high profile things and stand on those elite bases. This book will also talk about by this age of growing machinery, which where like growing AI and everything, and like machines are replacing humans and everything, these concepts. This book has really talked about that which kind of people are really gonna survive in the market space when machines are gonna take over at things. This is not the core concept of this book, but the way writer actually explains it was really great and at the point of time. And when it comes down to like writing part, I need to tell you about this book is, I personally think that the writing part is quite good, because you can't say that this having a very like easy language like Rich Dad Poor Dad or any other book of such category. The book has some difficult words, but you know what, if you just have a minor knowledge of English or don't have that much strong vocabulary, still you can read this book, and you can understand the book in a whole lot of better way. Now when it comes down to like grabbing part of the book, I don't think this book was going to be so much grab you out, because no self-improvement book, like apart from The Greatest Salesman in the World, which is a great book which I've been read like around a year ago, I personally don't found that apart from this book any other self-improvement book has ever grabbed you so much, because like reading self-improvement books requires so much effort. So this is what I personally think about this book, and I trust me, I highly recommend you that you will read this book. This book is really great, and maybe this can shape your life. And I hope you liked the video and the genuine review which I've been giving from my own experience through going out in this book. And do subscribe the channel if you like the video yet, and hit the like button if you like the video, and join the notification squad to stay updated with such great content. Thanks for watching.